Hey guys, welcome back to episode 32 or day 32 of Animal Crossing, and this one's probably a little bit late. And look at that squirrely guy right there. So we'll talk to him a little bit later, but first we have to find out how Aurora's doing, and if she's not doing very well, we'll have to get more medicine for her, hopefully. Oh no. Okay, so now I have to go buy some more medicine right now. Let's see. Let's see what to talk about today. So yeah, oh, there was one more thing I had wanted to talk about, about last episode because I didn't really get this guy's so weird. Clam clam candy? Yeah, gross. Yeah, jump into the water. This guy, what does he do? He doesn't have any function. I mean, why put him in here if you're not going to do anything? First, I'm gonna sell some stuff, I think. All these fish. And the shell, too. And that, too, because I don't really want it. Sell all of that. And now, 2580, good. Okay, so, yeah, there was a couple more things I wanted to talk about X Factor, and then Survivor. I'm gonna talk about that. And, oh, I have another announcement with the Greyhound Offensive, too. So, let's see. X Factor. I didn't really get to talk about Tia very much, and I didn't really explain why I didn't like it very. So, as I said last episode, she's saying, and here's the medicine. She's saying "Sweet Dreams Are Made of This" by Rhythmics. I do not like that song. I personally just think that song is a kitty bookcase. It's just not really that great of a song. It's just very repetitive. There's not very much on a singer's perspective. It's not really a singer song. It's just a performing song. And she she performed. Sorry, my mouth all of a sudden. And she performed it, but no, I don't want that. I want the bonsai. And she performed it like in an emo way, but it's kind of already an emo song. So it doesn't really make it that original. And like I said last time, she moaned her way through the song, and that was not. I mean, like a howl. She howled her way through the song. It's just that's not acceptable. That's not singing, in my opinion. Okay, so now that we have the medicine, we're gonna go back. Oh, there's one more thing. I gotta check this to make sure that this doesn't have the bells in it. So yeah, Tia was pretty bad. And then Melanie, yeah, I really liked her. I really like her. She reminds the makeover she got though, she was starting to remind me of Mariah Carey. She's very strange and scary at the same time. But she looked great. She sounded great. Um, like I said, she's saying "I Have Nothing" by Whitney. Very tough song. I think though of any person in this competition, she is the one that I would give this song to, and she sang it well. There was a couple times in the middle section where I felt like she could have lost it, but she brought it back. I mean, the very beginning was really nice. The very end was really nice. And the middle was, it was fine. The middle was okay. But yeah, she did well. And then Simon had to pick the people. And I was like, please. At first he chose Drew, which is fine. Rachel he chose, which is fine, And then it came down to Simone, Tia, and Melanie. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Please do not do the same thing you did last time. SMB3 paper, though. I was like, is he gonna choose Tia? Please do not choose Tia. And Thank goodness he didn't. He got rid of Tia and he got rid of Simone, and I was happy. I think I think he just made his team so much stronger without those two. So so glad that he kept the three that I wanted him to keep. But he wouldn't have to choose two people if he just had gotten rid of Simone the first time around. Or got rid of Tia the first time around. So now she's fixed, but it might be another day. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much how it is. And yeah, it was a decent episode. It started off all right. We'll have to see next week how that turns out. All right, so Survivor was on Wednesday, I believe, and for the most part, it was an okay episode. I have to say though, there was some risks that were taken. You know, with taking yourself to Redemption Island. You know, there's always two assumptions. I mean, Ozzy he wanted to go to Redemption Island so that way he can beat Christine and keep the numbers 6-6. Fine, I can see why he would do it. I don't know if it was a very smart decision though yet. I have to see how it turns out later on in the game, because right now it's kind of hard to tell if it's a good idea or not. But in hindsight, you probably can find out whether or not it is. So we'll have to see if it turns out correctly for them. I don't know. I almost wish it does, because there's so many times where people just play safe. That's not playing for me. It's not playing safe. It could be one of the dumbest moves. It's not going to be the dumbest move. The dumbest move is still JT. I mean, the dumbest move is giving up your immunity to me. Back in a season, fans versus favorites, when Eric gave up his immunity necklace when he knows that all four of those girls are going to eliminate him. That does not make any sense. There's no reasoning behind that. It was a completely stupid move, and I can see why he got eliminated. But that's the dumbest move. Still, that is not gonna top that dumbest move for me because sure, yeah, if you chose to go to Redemption Island and then you lose, you kind of look bad, but at the same time, you could also be it's so much it could be the one direction, but so much the other direction if it works. But I can see it working both ways depending on how each thing goes. I mean, depending on how the duel goes. And if the duel goes correctly, then they'll be fine. And by the way, they are merging, so that assumption is done. There's no assumption about that. So yeah, that was the strategy right there is a little bit interesting. It's different from whatever I've seen before, which is good, I think. And we'll have to see next episode if it turns out better. So we'll have to see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of interested to see what happens next episode. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And the Greyhound Offensive 2, I am working on that, and it's slowly getting done. So that's pretty much it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later. Bye.